Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, story timers. It's me, Donna Vee, and I'm so excited to be here today. Oh my goodness, it's March 4th. Can you believe it? It's March 4th. It is Thursday, March 4th, and I am Donna Vee, and this is Story Time with Donna Vee. So welcome. If it is your first time here, welcome. If not, welcome back. We are live from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Sunday through Friday on Facebook, on Periscope, and on YouTube. Periscope, don't forget, if you're watching from Periscope, please go check it out on YouTube. Subscribe, like, go to Donna Vee Comedy, or go to Facebook, because there's a whole page dedicated to it called Storytime with Donna Vee. And you can see every episode since the day we started, which was March 21st. Okay, checking in from the West Coast is Jim Tomlinson. Good morning and congratulations. I saw you got your vaccine. Yay. So excited for you. Michael Pucciarelli, what's up? Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy that you guys are here checking in today. And if you want to say hello, I'd love to say good morning back. Look at that. Okay, so good morning, Mom. Happy Thursday, and her little shamrock and her clover. Jeff Price, great question. So for those of you asking about Yogi, which I am so grateful for, I finally got him to take his medicine yesterday and eat a little bit of food. He ate a cheeseburger, not a whole cheeseburger, but I will tell you guys, and if you're out there right now and you're little, or you're a parent, or you're a guardian that has children, you know that when they have to take their medicine, it can be challenging, to say the least. Well, I will say this. Little Yogi is going to be 14 May 23rd. And right now, he is acting like, let's see, a little cranky little child, or he is quite old at this point. So I want to say I'm appreciative of all the love and the light and questions and positive energy that everyone's sending to Yogi. And if he was awake, I'd bring him over here. But he is in a blanket and he is nestled and he is just really just very sleepy. So thank you, Jeff Price, for asking that question. But yeah, Burger King cheeseburger. Who would have known? I personally don't eat that, so I didn't even think of it. And he liked it. He's not into the vegan soup that I like. And I mean, I understand that not everybody is. Good morning, Ryan. How are you from Ireland? Nice to see you. Okay, so everyone that's watching, I just want to let you know, today's letter is, do you remember what yesterday's was? W. So today's letter is X. And I will say that not a lot of books start with the letter X. Not a lot of words, really. Oh, just like I did? What? I was difficult taking medicine, Mom. Is that really the truth? I thought maybe I would have been good at it. I want to hear this. I'd like to know, how challenging was I as a child? I think everyone in Storytime land finds it very interesting. So share it. What did you have to do to get me to take medicine? Because I used to get ear infections all the time as a kid. Good morning, Frank Simon. Today's letter is quite a challenge, but I know not for you, because you, sir, are a wordsmith. And today's letter is the letter X, uppercase and lowercase. Another letter that I like to think about as, if I put this one and planted it and added water and sunshine, it would grow up to be this one. I know, that's just the way my mind works. It thinks of these things very, I don't know, strangely, artfully, uniquely, interestingly. None of those words start with the letter X, because honestly, there's a lot of words that have the X sound. Maybe today what we'll do is we'll open it up. Let's expand our minds, right? So we know that the letter X is in the word expand. It doesn't begin the word expand, and I'm okay with that, because the books that I actually found for today contain the letter X, and I think that it's okay if that's the case. Okay, let's see. I used to run away. You used to run away from me, and you had to put it in cream cheese. That's very interesting that I would take medicine in cream cheese. What's really interesting about that is that one of my friends, and I'm trying to think of who it is, on Facebook suggested that I try to feed the dog his medicine in cream cheese. So maybe that's the next step. But I have to say that speaks volumes to my cheese addiction. Xylophone and Xerox coming in strong. My mother is on this Thursday, March 4th. Only 12 days till your birthday, Mom. March 16th. I got to figure out what day that falls on to see if it's a story time day. Ooh, then we celebrate. By the way, I wanted to say this. Yesterday, I was overcome with emotion with everything that's been going on, and I forgot to mention one of my favorite people in the whole wide world who had a birthday yesterday. And I feel like not such a good friend, but I know that she's one of my most forgiving friends and understanding friends. And I'd like to take a moment to say happy birthday to one of the sweetest women, Dawn Maloney. If you watch Girls Gone Green, you know her as Hot Wings Maloney. She is one of the sweetest and kindest human beings I've ever met. Very giving. And I mean, she's also beautiful. I mean, honestly, she's got an amazing family and she brings me so much joy. And in honor of her today, I would like to actually, where did it go? I have it here, Dawn, in my books. I know I just saw it. Holy cowabunga. What am I going to do? I just opened, oh, there it is. Today, instead of reading from my Nugget of Truth book, my yellow book, I'm going to read from this book because this is what Dawn gave me for my birthday, the complete notes from the universe. So yeah, it's awesome. All right, let's see. Perfect way to start the day. Oh, thank you. That's awesome, Michael. Welcome. Rex is another good one. It's an aha moment. See that? I like aha moments. Today is Thursday and Dawn's birthday was yesterday. So, just when you realize sometimes that you've forgotten something like that, I like to just recognize the fact that we still have time because it's never too late to say happy birthday. Okay, I'm not going to look at your sentence yet, Frank Simon, but I will say that today's letter is X, and unfortunately, we have no names with the letter X. But this is the part where we say good morning to all the kids so that this way everybody out there gets a shout out. If you have kids that are not on this list, please know that at any time you can feel free, drop their name in the comments. With your permission, I'll put them on the list. This is the good morning. And you know what? I have a different sound thing because I was doing something else up here last night. Are you ready? Let's say good morning to the kids. Good morning, TJ and Lewis and Julian, Matthew, Nicholas, Quentin, Ella, Ari, and Luca. Good morning, Lucia and Mia, Brianna, Lily, Shay, Alex and Hannah Lorraine, Seamus, Cooper and Tori, Liam and Harper, Tiffany, Emerson and Ollie, Colin, Lily and Hunter, Sophie, Giovanni, Graceland, Kaylee, Joseph, Roscoe, Scarlett and Juliet, Carmela and Byron. Hello, Regina, Grace and Claire, Jack, Allie and Andrew, Joseph, Maggie, Hannah, Angela, Riley, and Olive, Madison, Lena, and Sabino, Jack, Serena, Sawyer, Jane. Good morning, Sawyer, Jane. How beautiful you look. And I know, Sawyer, Jane, we're going to send you love and light because you're going for your 8th operation. And I want to make sure that we all continue to send you love and light, my sweet little Sawyer, Jane. Byron, Layla, and Genevieve. We've got wait, I forgot. Liam is Sawyer Jane's brother and big brother. And I have to say, he's a sweetie pie. And they are a very cute little brother and sister combo. And then we have Finn and Fletcher, Anzor and Kai and Zach, and Riley and Olive, Willow, Samantha, Frankie, Vanj, Vishaka from India. We've got Jax Lennon, Nina Starr, Mark McCartney, Leah and Kristen from Johnstown, PA, Holland and Austin, good morning, Jordan, Aaliyah, and baby Josie's got to be getting big by now, Paisley, Presley, and Liam, Vinny and Joseph, Maggie and Isaac, who did a great job on last night's show, Patrick, Liliana, and Melanie from Massachusetts. They're the ones that gave me this great little squishmallow. Oh, my goodness. They're friends, Harper, Blake, Nathan, and Aurora. We've got Liam and David saying good morning to Soufain from France, Pierre, Juliana, and they're from Rome. We've got Penelope Snow and Nikki from up in Maine. We're sending out love and light to their dad and their sweet mom, Layla and Evie. We have Mashi, Tomas and Elect, Leo, Bailey and Michaela, Tony, Bella Bella, AJ, and Angelo. I love that family. Sweet family. Ace, Ara, and Amber. Phoebe and Little Joe. Penelope Rose also goes by the name of Penny. We've got Viviana and Bethany, Autumn and Caden, Joe Jr., Caitlin, Ryan and Lucas and Isabella. Those are Gwen's grandchildren. Emma, Liv and Blake, little Sophia, Jake and Maddie, Tabia, Max and Luca from Germany. We've got V and Izzy, Patrick and Nico, Kate and Ellie from the UK, Melody and Kayla DiPietro. Of course, my family, my niece, who just turned 17, Olivia Rose, Marin Rose, my goddaughter, Molly, her little sister, James, Storm, Allie, Emily, Jake, and Kaylin, and of course, the two hearts that walk outside of my body, Carly and Courtney. So good morning. So yeah, exactly. Today, whenever there's a letter that there's not a name on the back of, I like to just shout out all the kids because guess what? Who wouldn't want to hear their name shouted out? And it makes the day just that much more special. So welcome to story time. I'm happy that you're here. Okay, let's see. Oh, a xylophonist is a person that plays a xylophone. Ah, a xylophonist. I like it. And yeah, exactly. We're going to send love and light out to little Sawyer Jane today. If there's anyone else that you want to send love and light out to, please let me know because I'd love to include them because we are a powerful bunch here at Storytime. I mean, powerful. I believe in us. Okay? All right. So the next part that I like to discuss on Storytime is healthy habits. What's a healthy habit? Well, healthy habits can be getting up and brushing your teeth and getting showered and getting ready, taking your vitamins. And we practice all of that here. But we also like to talk about exercise. Now, do I do a lot of exercises? I do not. And I'd be lying if I said that I did. And lying is definitely the opposite of a healthy habit. And it's definitely not good manners. So I will tell you that we do this thing where we practice the alphabet. We recite it so the little kids can learn it because repetition is how you learn. And we take that opportunity to stretch and get all of the, antsiness out that maybe would like totally interrupt our focus while we're reading, like when I'm reading or when you're listening. You know what I mean? So let's get that energy out. But it's really good to get your body moving in the morning and to drink water and keep yourself hydrated is another healthy habit, which I love. Healthy habits are really great to get into. Okay, so who's ready to stretch? I have been really excited about doing the non-spaghetti arm jumping jacks in the beginning, okay? Why? Because I'm feeling it. And I know that sounds so silly, but it's true. So kids, are you ready to recite the alphabet? Do you remember what we do? 26 letters in the alphabet. That space between M and N is where we shout middle because the 13th letter is M, the 14th is N. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, middle, N, O, P, Q, R, S, switch, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Yes, that's amazing. I love it. You guys, you're amazing stretchers. And the alphabet has never sounded so good since you've been saying it. And practice makes perfect. And if you missed a letter or maybe you just didn't exercise, whatever, it's okay. Just as long as you're here, and maybe one day you'll do the exercises, but exercise your imagination. And I know just by being here, that's something that you're doing, which I think is awesome. All right. So next, you ready? Okay. This is where it gets a little bit more challenging for some of you. This is where we expand our mind so that we can communicate with many more people. And by that, I mean those that cannot communicate verbally, someone who is hearing impaired or deaf. And we practice the ASL alphabet. We love to use this book called Dina the Deaf Dinosaur. And you know that since we're at the letter X already in the alphabet, that we're that much closer to getting to the letter D. And this has become something that we've read every time now for the letter D. This, I think, will be our third time that we're doing it because I feel that it is such an important book and a great book to keep in your library. It's written by Carol Adebato, illustrated by Valentine. I plug this book every day because, quite honestly, it is such an informative book and it helps kids to understand not only about being deaf, but also about being different and about being kind and feeling, I don't know, just a little bit that sometimes a lot of kids feel that they are different and that they're different all by themselves and that they feel that no one else in the world could possibly feel as alone as they do or as sad as they do. But you know what? It's not true. It's just that a lot of people don't talk about it. So we've learned from this book. We've learned from another one of my favorites, which is, do I have it right here? Ruby finds a worry. And we know that Ruby thinks that she's the only one with this little worry that's following her around, when we know that that's not true. And especially right now, there's so many people going through so many things because during quarantine, it's been a challenge to communicate and connect with so many other people, which is why I find this so important to be here every day as often as I can so that we can connect together as a group and as a family and as a community. And oh my goodness, do I hear Yogi? I did. If I do, I'll bring him on so you can see him. He's been sleeping a lot lately. But yeah, so let's check it out. Good morning, Lisa. I am going to organize all your books today so that we can soon make the swap. And you're wearing, I thought it says McSorley's. I thought it said Eagles. I got really excited. Well, top of the morning to you, Lisa. Lisa Gussie. Aw. Thank you so much. I love that. North Carolina, New York, sending all the love and positive energy. That's amazing. And you know what? That energy, it just goes into everything that I do, and it goes right back out to you guys. So who's ready to recite the ASL alphabet? All right. Are you ready for this? Yeah, this is like a game changer for so many people, because if you can learn to recite the ASL alphabet, you can just communicate with that many more people. This is what it looks like when you use the human hand. What do I mean by that? I mean that when we use this book, I'll show you. Actually, we refer to this little cute owl hand, right? It's a wing, I know. But it's so important for you to know what it looks like when you do it. But now we're going to find out what our little friend Owl likes to show everybody in the book. Here we go. Are you ready? Listen, even if you only get one letter a day, right? Or you practice, it's one letter a day. So maybe on the letter A day, next time around, you practice A. B, you practice B. C, and so forth and so on. The point is that by the end of the time that you're practicing and you've gone through the alphabet more than once, it's going to come a lot easier to you. I even still question sometimes if I'm spelling a name, because I don't want to make a mistake. But it's okay, because effort is everything. All right, here we go. So, see? I already did it. Went right to B. A, B, C, T, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L for Lisa, M for Michael, N, O, P, Q, R for Ryan, S, T, S for Simon, for Frank Simon, because I didn't do it on the F. I'm sorry, Frank. It was just something that came to me letters later in the alphabet when it got to L. T, U, V, W, X, today's letter, Y, and Z, and M, O, M for Mom. I hear Yogi. Yogi. I don't know if he'll come over here, though. So, if you did that, you should be really proud of yourself, because it shows that you're ready to expand your mind and your thinking and your circle of people that you can communicate with. So give yourself a round of applause. Thank you, Frank. He said, excellent job. Speaking of excellent jobs, let's see what kind of an excellent job Frank did at creating an alliterative sentence. I'm not looking. I'm scared to look because this is going to be a crazy letter. I'm looking. Xenia and Xavier's eccentric zoo exhibit exotic X-ray tetras and xenotrops in Xanadu. Wow. Xenia and Xavier's eccentric zoo exhibit exotic X-ray terras and xenotrops in Xanadu. What's a terras? Xenia and Xavier's eccentric zoo exhibit exotic X-ray tetras and xenotrops in Xanadu. I think I should just give this to Frank. Xenia and Xavier's eccentric zoo exhibit exotic X-rays, terras, and xenotrops in Xanadu. Xenia and Xavier's eccentric zoo exhibit exotic X-ray tetras and xenotrops in Xanadu. I will say that might be a draw because I think I got it, but I didn't go through it as smoothly as I possibly could have because I've never even heard of these exotic X-ray tetras and xenotrops in Xanadu. Okay, fine, Ryan. He said Frank wins exponentially. Exponentially. Isn't it exponentially? It's exponentially? I don't even know. Eventually, maybe I will. But you know what? I love that I just get to just use my mind to try these things every day. I mean, honestly. Okay, let's see. Xenotrops are exotic animals, but you tripped on the word once. Really? That's so funny. Oh, I tripped on the word once. I was like, wait, the word once is in there? Oh my gosh. Donna, I seriously need vitamin time because that's where it is. That's okay. It's okay. I don't mind that you can't spell because I can't speak sometimes. I think that we all need to cut ourselves some slack. I think that that's something else we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the fact that it's not only during the I am moments that we should be kinder to ourselves, folks. We should be kinder to ourselves all the time. I will say kindness breeds confidence, and confidence is kind of awesome. I mean, who knew how awesome confidence could be until you try it? Just become a little bit more confident, and guess what? It breeds more confidence. It's kind of like when a flower and a bird meet, or a bee, and it like lands, and then flower attaches to the bee and it pollinates more. I mean, maybe that's a stretch a little bit, but I think you understand what I'm talking about. I don't know. Okay, who's ready for vitamin time? I'm ready for vitamin time. And I will tell you this. I have to get new vitamins soon. Look at this. It's getting pretty low. I wonder what it'll be today. Vitamin time is part of our healthy habits. Healthy habits and good manners make for an amazing combination. So kids at home that are watching, this is when you're going to have to ask and say, may I please have my vitamins? And then hopefully whoever is helping you says, of course you may have your vitamins. And they look and they say, the recommended daily dosage for your vitamins, or servings, I should say, this is 2. So I take 2 gummy vitamins every morning with you guys, and it can either be 2 of the same or 1 of each. So it's either going to be 2 pink, 2 purple, or 1 pink and 1 purple. I will say that the pink ones are raspberry, and because I've just brushed my teeth before getting over here to the story time room, it makes some really tart tastes and funny faces. So just be prepared. It's going to happen. I try to make it like not happen, but it just doesn't happen. But this is where we also practice chewing without opening our mouths, because you don't want to chew with your mouth open or talk with your mouth full. Heck no. No, that's not how we do it here. Okay, ready? Nice. I love it. Everybody's talking to each other. I think that's so sweet. All right, here we go. Michael Pucciarelli said he's ready for vitamin time. Frank Simon said he thinks it's going to be 2 purple. And then I have to say, last night was a really great show. And Ryan says, Michael, great job being the new James Gandolfini. We know. That was amazing. Anybody that needs some entertainment, go back and look at Girls Gone Green. We had our first old-time radio show last night. You can find it on Facebook or YouTube, and it was so much fun. And Michael Pucciarelli and myself were on, Tracy Locke. We had Isaac and Jenny was there, and we had, oh my gosh, why am I blanking? Wait a second. Maggie. I can't believe I forgot Maggie. All right. Are you ready? I know. I can't stand when people eat with their mouth open either. All right. Here we go. In my hand are 2 vitamins. And I also have to say, this is the time when we usually get our beginner's guide to the universe fact. But today, in honor of my friend Dawn's birthday, I'm going to go from the Complete Notes from the Universe, also by author Mike Tooley. All right? Yeah. I'm so excited. All right, now, the big reveal is about to happen. You're going to know if it's one of each or 2 of the same. It's in my little hand right here. I'm not going to use my book to cover my mouth. We're just going to practice together, not chewing with your mouth open. On the count of 3, if you're taking your vitamins with me, this is the time for the big reveal. Then, we'll take them. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it is one of each. Sorry, Frank Simon. You may have won the alliterative sentence, but today it's a one of each day. Okay. I'm pretty excited. Now, here's the thing. I have to pick a page for Dawn's birthday. Well, let's just see. Since yesterday was her birthday, and it was the 3rd, and it was March, maybe we'll pick page 33. Makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, unless Dawn's there, and if Dawn is here somewhere, secretly watching the background. Dawn, if you want to pick a page, put it in the comments. 1, 2, 3. Man, that raspberry one is tough, but they're so good. Okay, page 33 it's going to be for Dawn's birthday, which was yesterday. Sorry, Donnie, I love you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dawn. Happy birthday to you and many more. All right. Ooh, this is a big book. 33. The title, If You Just Start Dancing. If you just start dancing, I can assure you, by the powers vested in me, more than you could ever imagine, the music will be added, as will the partners, the giant disco ball, and whatever else you'd like. But I must warn you, start is not to be confused with start and then stop and see if anything happens. Nope. That's, I'm scared, I'm tired, and I'm not sure of what I really want. I mean, start as in never stop, never look back, because even if I've made a mistake, at least I'll get to dance. Do your thing, and I'll do mine. Cha, cha, cha. That's amazing. I love this. I'm sending this to Dawn. I'm sending this picture. I'm taking a picture right now, and I'm sending it to Dawn because that is amazing. Wait, I'm going to go like this so she knows. I'm going to send it to her so that she knows for her birthday, even though it was a day late. I'm so sorry, Dawn. There's always time to say I'm sorry. But you never stop celebrating. And guess what? We can always celebrate. Dawn's amazing. So we want to celebrate her anyway. All right. Next, I'm going to say this. We have to send love and light out to some seriously special people today. Okay? We are going to send love and light out to Little Sawyer Jane. Right? We are going to send love and light out to, I want to send it back to all of you for asking about Yogi. And I also would like to send love and light out to, who else? Anybody have an idea? Anybody? Anybody want to send love and light out to anyone specific? Well, I know for me and in my area, now I'm coming from Nutley, but I grew up in Bloomfield. We happened to lose a favorite police officer, and his name is Benny Cristiano. And I'd like to take this moment to say thank you so much for your service. And I'd like to say that we're going to include him in our love and light and our prayers today for story time with our social distancing buddy. So if you'll help me out, you can choose from anything that I just said. You can put someone else in your head, in your heart, in your whole body, and send it out with a beam of white light. But I would like to just definitely take a moment to say that. Aw, thank you, Michael. That is so sweet. And right back to you. Namaste. The light in me salutes the light in you. So let's see. Who should we get out here for our social distancing buddy time? I think we're going to go old school with Bartholomew. And I think Cheeky Monkey. You know why? Because I know there's a lot of sadness that's connected to so much of what's going on. Heck, and we're going to bring out Lammy too. So we're going to bring out Lammy, Cheeky, and Bartholomew. Why? Well, blue, because my friend Benny was a police officer. So blue lives. And also because of simply, Cheeky Monkey is a great way to send him your sadness and he'll replace it with gladness. This little guy right over here, or girl, Lammy, is great for hugs. And I kind of really just have to say I have a soft spot for Bartholomew, who was the original social distancing buddy. And I just feel like all the energy from all the buddies are definitely somewhere down deep inside of little Bartholomew. And he's like the big brother for all the social distancing buddies. So I think from our head, our heart, and our whole being, we're going to put into it exactly, who it is that we're thinking of. So Sawyer Jean, and then we've got Benny Cristiano, and that was interesting. And Yogi. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. That was pretty amazing, because that is just proof that together we can elevate the vibration of the global population. We can ease someone's pain, and we can talk to each other and be there for each other and send love and light. Even if you don't communicate verbally, spiritually and emotionally, it's amazing. So I just want to say thank you so much for being here today. And now, guess what time it is? We gotta breathe. We have to say our I am statements. And yeah, there's so many fans of Yogi. Yogi fans unite. I'm telling you, it's pretty awesome. All right, so let's get ready to breathe in our I am statements and breathe out positive words only, you guys. All right, thank you so much, my little love bug gang. All right, love it. Whew, so many good stories today. We better get going. I am peace. I am love. I am light. I am ready. Are you ready? I'm ready, and I'm excited. Let's start out with a book for the little kids. The first book today that contains the letter X is something called The Lunchbox Surprise. What? It looks like he's actually, where is my little screaming goat? I don't know where it went. Oh, here. Doesn't it look like he's saying? I love that. Maybe when he opened it, he heard, let's see. It's like, they're like, oh, what's in there? Drum roll, please. Not really. Good morning, Christopher Estrite. We missed you at the end of Girls Gone Green yesterday. We thought you were going to come in with an Eagles update. But next week, Christopher Estrite will be one of our actors on our old-time radio show. So don't forget to tune in because it's going to be excellent. Excellent. And now for the Lunchbox Surprise by Grace Macaron, illustrated by Betsy Lewin. It's time for lunch. It's time to eat, the teacher says. Now take your seat. And Kim and Dan and Max and Sam Jan has peanut butter, bread, and jam. Pam has soup, and Dan has ham. Kim has tuna, toast, and cheese. Max has chicken, rice, and peas. But Sam has nothing. Not a spot. Sam has nothing. Mom forgot. Mom forgot Sam's lunch. Sam is surprised and Sam is sad. Sam is hungry. Sam is mad. He said, hey, what the heck was my mom thinking? Jan and Dan and Pam feel sorry for their friend Sam. Oh, buddy. We're sorry. Jan gives Sam peanut butter, bread, and jam. Pam gives him soup, and Dan gives him ham. Kim gives him tuna, toast, and cheese, and Max gives him chicken, rice, and peas. Now Sam is not sad, and Sam is not mad. This is the best lunch Sam ever had. But does everybody else have no lunch now? No, they shared. Sharing is caring. Lunchbox surprise. Well, I will tell you this. I'd be really surprised if I opened my lunchbox and there was nothing in there. I'd be so sad. Okay. Next, we are going to read Max Makes a Friend. And there's our letter X in the name Max. This is from Max and Ruby as seen on Nick Jr. They're so cute. Max, said Max's sister Ruby, this is Luis's cousin. Nope, it's Luis's little cousin, Fred. Fred, meet Max. You two can play with these toys while we make a sign for the Bunny Scouts Jamboree, said Louise. Share nicely, boys, said Ruby. Ruby and Louise got out their markers, but they only had orange, purple, yellow, and black. I wish we had more colors, said Louise. Me too, said Ruby. We'll just do the best we can. Meanwhile, the boys chose toys to play with. Max wanted the dump truck, but Fred wanted it too. Mine, said Fred. Mine, said Max. Uh-oh. Yikes. Ruby and Louise went over to Max and Fred. Max, you take the ambulance, said Ruby, and Fred, you can play with the dump truck, said Louise. Share nicely, boys, said Ruby as the girls went back to work. But Max did not want to play with his ambulance. He wanted his dump truck back. Mine, said Max. Mine, said Fred. But then Max got an idea. Share nicely, said Max. But Fred did not want to share nicely. Fred took the ambulance and the dump truck. Max did not want Fred to have both toys. Mine, said Max. Whoa. Not good manners. Greedy. Boy, said Ruby, you're not sharing. Max, take the chugga-chugga-choo-choo train, said Ruby. Fred can have the ambulance and the dump truck. How is this being determined? I don't really understand how this is happening. Max went to get a caboose for his chugga-chugga-choo-choo train. When he came back, Fred had taken his train too. Share nicely, said Max, but Fred did not want to share. I am very disappointed in Fred. And I'm feeling really sad for Max. Fred, you had 3 toys, said Louise. Max has none. You are not sharing, said Ruby. So Ruby gave Max his jelly ball spitting spider. Then the girls got back to work. We're almost done, said Louise. Yes, but I still wish we had more colors, said Ruby. His jelly ball spitting spider. That looks like fun. So cute, oh Max. Max filled up the spider's jelly ball tank. Mine, said Fred. Mine, said Max. But Fred pushed the spider's spit button. Spew went the jelly balls, and they landed right on. Uh-oh. I feel a positive ending here, though. Ruby and Louise's poster. The jelly balls made huge red, pink, and green splashes. Fred gave Max a turn. Spew! Then Max gave Fred a turn. Spew! Just then, the Bunny Scout leader came to get the sign. Would you look at that? Look at their faces. What a creative use of color, said the Bunny Scout leader. This must have taken hard work. Well, said Ruby, we had a little help from the boys. Sharing, said Max. Nicely, said Fred. Good morning, Tiffany. Are you with Anzor and Kai? Ooh. If you aren't, I want you to tell them good morning from Miss Donna. Okay, are you ready for the next book? Ooh, this is going to be a good one. This is Little Fox Goes to the End of the World. Hi, Anzor. Hi, Kai. This is a story by Ann Tompert with pictures by John Wallner. Little Fox was chasing a butterfly. Her mother sat nearby, sewing her a jacket. Farther and farther, Little Fox strayed. Come back, Little Fox, called her mother, or you may get lost. Oh, she's chasing butterflies. Little Fox walked back to her mother ever so slowly. She was tired of playing in the soft green grass near the mouth of her den. She wanted to chase butterflies far and wide. Someday, she said, I'm going to travel to the end of the world. Oh, said her mother, is the end of the world very far? Yes, said Little Fox, it is very, very far, and I will have to go through a deep forest to get to it. Well, won't you get lost? Asked her mother. Oh, no, said Little Fox. I'll carry a lantern. Well, what will you see? Asked her mother. Ooh, do you see the lantern, Answer? The lantern? Aw. Bears. Oh, dear, cried her mother, dropping the jacket and covering her eyes. Won't you be scared? Yikes. No, laughed Little Fox. I like bears. I'll take a pot of honey along and give some to each bear I meet. Well, that's a good idea, said her mother. I would not have thought of that. What else will you see? Those are some cute bears. I bet you Answer is so brave, he would be okay seeing the bears. Tigers, shouted Little Fox. They will roar and growl and try to scare me. I'd hide, exclaimed Mother. Ooh, look at the tigers. Ooh. Not me, said Little Fox. I'll take my drum and I'll beat it as loud as I can. I'll scare them away. Oh, I'm glad, said her mother. Yogi. I think I hear Yogi. But the noise will scare the elephants and they will come charging after me. Oh, I'd be scared, said her mother. That's the best elephant sound I can do. Answer, can you make an elephant sound? Not me, said Little Fox. I'll take a ladder so I can climb up a tree. You will be safe there, said her mother. No, I won't, said Little Fox. There will be monkeys in the tree, and they won't like me being there. Oh, my goodness, said her mother. Don't worry, said Little Fox. I'll take some bananas. They will like that. Monkeys and bananas. Yogi, come here, buddy. I'm in here. I think Yogi feels lost. Is the end of the world in the forest? Asked her mother. Oh, no, laughed Little Fox. I will have to leave the forest and cross the mountains. They will be covered with snow. Ooh, will it be hard? Yes, said Little Fox, and the snow will be deep, and the icy winds will try to freeze me. Little Fox's mother shivered and wrapped her shawl around her. But I'll run like the wind, said Little Fox. And you will have your jacket to keep you warm, said her mother, as she put it on her to see how it would fit. Then will you be at the end of the world? No, said Little Fox. I will have to cross the hot desert, but I'll take Father's old umbrella to protect me from the sun. She's got all the answers. Come here, buddy. I think I need to get Yogi. Hold on 1 second. Let's get him. He's lost. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here, Papa. Oh, you're stuck in the blanket. Come on. Oh, can you wet your pants? Oh, you wiped your pants. Okay. Hold on 1 second, story timers. I'll be right back. We had a potty emergency. Yogi is getting old. I'll be right back. Here I come. Okay. Sorry about that. That is a first. But you know what? Uh-oh, somebody's calling me. Here we had to do what we have to do. It is a first, and thank you. And I have to say, dogs have to come first. All right, we're back. What you gonna do when they cry for you? Old dogs, what you gonna do? Okay, I'm not gonna start singing. I just did though. All right, here we go. All right, so she's taking her umbrella from her dad because she's going to be going across a hot desert, aside from the fact that she's got to battle the snow. Then you'll be at the end of the world? Asked her mother. Oh no, said little fox. I will have to cross a river filled with crocodiles, and they'll be waiting to gobble me up. Little fox's mother gasped. What? Don't worry, said little fox. I'll take my boat, and if you lend me your broom, I'll sweep the crocodiles out of my way and sail down the river to the open sea. You'll be safe then, said her mother. Only if I may borrow your clothesline and 4 pillowcases, said little fox. What for? Asked her mother. To make a lasso and capture the 4 winds. Then I will put each wind in a separate bag. But how will you sail with no wind? Asked her mother. I'll let the east wind out. I will fill my sails, and it'll send me toward the end of the world, said little fox. Well, that will be nice, said her mother. Come here, buddy. Want to say hello to everybody? Nope. Oh, no, it won't. The east wind will blow up a storm. It will rock and roll my boat and would try to smash it against the rocks. Little fox's mother threw her apron over her head. But I'll let the west wind out, said little fox. It will blow my boat away from the rocks. Oh, good, good, said her mother. You will be safe then. No, I won't, said little fox. It will blow me into the island of the one-eyed cats. Whoa. One-eyed cats. That sounds awful, cried her mother. What will you do? Well, I'll let the south wind out said Little Fox. Its gentle breeze will blow me to the end of the world. At last, said her mother. She put on Little Fox's jacket and buttoned it up. But I shall miss you. And I shall miss you, said Little Fox. So I'll let out the north wind and head straight for home. And I shall be waiting for you with your favorite dinner, said her mother. Hey, Jess, good morning. How are you? I love the flowers in your picture. You know what? I think we have time for a bonus book. I think considering the fact that you guys are so sweet to me and didn't mind my little break to go fix my buddy's issue, which was a little bit of an issue, but I fixed it. He fixed it. We fixed it. And the show must go on. I think for all of you out there that believe in magic, I found the cutest little book today. It's called Mr. Happy and the Wizard. And I love all the swirls. See the swirls? Oh, and there's glitter and stars and moons. And I thought, you know what? This is such a magical place and we are such magical beings together that we should just magically have one little extra bonus book. What do you think? I think so. Okay, so are you ready? Mr. Happy and the Wizard by Roger Hargraves. Mr. Happy goes to the town library every Saturday morning. He went there last Saturday. And he went there this Saturday. He was looking along the shelves for a book to read when a very large and rather battered red volume caught his eye. He pulled it out and looked at the spine. It read, Spell Book. He was about to return it to its place when a voice suddenly said, Don't you dare! I've been stuck on that shelf for a week. Mr. Happy dropped the book in surprise. Can you imagine if a book spoke to you? Ow, said the book, for it was the book that had spoken. There was a face on the cover, nose, eyes, mouth, everything. Mr. Happy was too amazed to speak. Ooh, wheezed back the book. You get terribly cramped if you're wedged on a shelf for too long. Now then, what's your name? Mr. Happy, said Mr. Happy, finding his voice at last. Well, hello. I am a spell book, said the book. I belong to a wizard, but the silly absent-minded fool left me here. Look, he even forgot his hat. When I was asleep, someone put me away on that shelf. I need a lift home. Will you help me? Mr. Happy agreed, and wearing the wizard's hat with the spellbook under his arm, he set off through the countryside. Mr. Happy felt just like a wizard. Along the way, they met Mr. Forgetful, who was standing beside a phone booth, muttering to himself. Do you have any spells in there that could help Mr. Forgetful's memory? Mr. Happy asked the spellbook. Of course, said the spellbook, and opened to the right page. Mr. Happy read out the spell and watched Mr. Forgetful. Look at that. Ooh. I remember, cried Mr. Forgetful. I've got to call Mr. Chatterbox, and I forgot to lock my house. Oh no, I forgot to turn off my bath, and I didn't mail that letter, and I haven't bought any milk, and I must water the plants, and... Mr. Forgetful was running around frantically in circles by this point, worrying about all the things he had forgotten. Can you imagine? Oh dear. Do you have any spells to make people forget things? Mr. Happy said to the book. The spell book opened to a different page, and as soon as Mr. Happy said the spell, Mr. Forgetful looked a lot happier. See that? Mr. Happy and the spell book continued on their way. They heard somebody talking to himself around the bend in the road. If I cross over now, then I might get run over. But if I don't cross over, then how will I get to the other side? Oh dear, oh dear. It was Mr. Worry. Mr. Happy looked down at the spell book. Do you want to know if I have any spells to stop people worrying? Guessed the spell book and opened to the right page. Mr. Happy read out the spell. I don't care, shouted Mr. Worry suddenly. I'm worry-free. I'll just close my eyes and step out into the crash. He walked straight into Mr. Bump on his bicycle. Maybe worrying is safer after all, said Mr. Happy, and the spell book flicked over a couple of pages to the spell that would return Mr. Worry to normal. Oh boy. Crash. It was a very long walk to the wizard's house. In the middle of the afternoon, Mr. Happy caught up with hot and tired Mr. Small. How about a spell for longer legs? Suggested Mr. Happy. Coming right up, replied the book. Mr. Small's legs grew and grew. Whoa! He strode off down the road at a terrific pace until he reached a tree and banged his head, boom, on a branch. The same thing happened on the second tree he came to, boom, and on the trees all the way down the road, bang, ouch, bang, ouch, bang, ouch. Mr. Happy winced. Shorter legs? Asked the spellbook. Mr. Happy nodded. In the evening, they came to the woods. We're nearly there now, said the spellbook happily. Finally, they reached the cottage in a clearing. The wizard opened the door. He was overjoyed. My spellbook and my hat. I've been looking high and low for them for so long that I'd nearly given up hope. Thank you. And he invited Mr. Happy in for supper. Ooh, a wizard's supper. They ate everything pie. The pie changed as they ate, so every mouthful tasted different. After supper was finished and the washing up spell had done its work, the wizard turned to Mr. Happy. There must be something I can do for you. Choose any spell you wish. Choose anything you want. Whoa, I love how sparkly it looks. Mr. Happy smiled. After seeing what spells can do, I think I'm as happy as I am. I think I'm happy as I am, he said, laughing. And I have to say, most of us would be. And you know what? You have magic inside of you. And that's that light that we talk about that we send to everybody. So don't forget to use it and use it for good. So, and if you need it yourself, you could use it for yourself, send yourself some love and light and be a little bit more gentle. Because I know so many of us are just so tough on ourselves and beat ourselves up. And you know what? That gets you nowhere. So this is a perfect time for a hug, don't you think? So put your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand on your right and give yourself a hug for me. Squeeze yourself so tight and know that I love you and everything's going to be all right. And I'll see you tomorrow on Friday, March 5th. So excited. The letter will be Y. Why? Because it is. Because today was letter X. And I'll see you then. Let's breathe our way out. I am joyful. I am laughter. I am wishes come true. I am totally content. Thanks for being here today for Storytime with Donna Vee. Don't forget, check us out on Storytime with Donna Vee on Facebook, or you can go to YouTube on Donna Vee Comedy and subscribe, like, and share. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Bye. Have an amazing day.